So just a quick overview, we are now a research-heavy institute with 60% of our students are actually postgraduate students. So out of that, about 3,700 are PhD students. Though outside still IIT is known as an undergraduate institute, we are, majority of the students are postgraduate students. In fact, now we have about 400 postdoctoral students working with us. There are 700 full-time faculty, 90 part-time faculty. Many of them are actually probably retired from industry from very high positions, and they are helping us as visiting faculty. There are multiple departments. Our research budget is around $40 million, about 400 to 450 crore is what is roughly our yearly research budget. About 2,800 publications come out and 150 patents per year. So these are various departments, but I just want to highlight that these are the research areas in which the activities, R&D activities are focused. Future of transportation, quantum technologies, bioscience, and healthcare is one of the very, very strong points for us. Sustainability, nano materials engineering, smart manufacturing, and semiconductor technology. So these are some of the very, very important verticals. Of course, artificial intelligence, data science, and information science is very, very prime. So this is organized through multiple centers, as I said in the morning. And I showed you some of the centers, like Center for Machine Learning and Data Science, and Trust Lab. Professor Singh works with the Trust Lab very closely. We have very, very active research going on in healthcare. Probably 15, 20 years back when this department started, nobody would have imagined. Today, 30% of the technologies that have come out and got to see in the market are from bioscience and bioengineering department. Nobody ever would imagine 20 years back that biology will be playing a role in a technology institute. So we have multiple research centers that look at different things. For example, Professor Ganesh talked about digital health, but there are three other centers. Vadhwani Research Center for Bioengineering. This is about 15-year-old center. They look at multiple areas such as diagnostics, therapeutics, medtech, and sustainability. Medical Engineering Design and Innovation Center. This is trying to create entrepreneurs in the area of biomedical engineering. This Sunita Sanghi Center for Aging is looking at neurodegenerative diseases. If you go on the ground floor, they have a conference today running, and a lot of. We work very closely with space. Professor Gandhi today morning presented the award-winning work. But we have been actively contributing to ISRO for last 40 years. The ISRO cell was established here in '84. There are at least 150 faculty who have contributed through a variety of projects to ISRO in just last 10 years. I'm not counting about last 40 years. Last 10 years I was taking account. This is in addition to many of them doing their master's PhD here. One of the ISRO directors is from IIT Bombay PhD, Aerospace Department. There are centers on carbon capture utilization. We have a new center on electric vehicles, photovoltaic research, and this National Center for Photovoltaic Research was established about 15 years back. And there is a lot of work on perovskite solar cells, thin film materials, energy storage, and so on. We have this new Center for Drone Technology, which I talked in the morning. There are many facilities which we would like you to come and use. In IIT Bombay, there are 49 central facilities. We are Institute of Eminence, and about 1,000 crore that we received under Institute of Eminence, about half of that has been used to buy new facilities. So this number is going to go from 49 to 200. We are in the process of purchasing and installing 150 more facilities. They will be functional by, they have to be functional by March 2025. We are scrambling to generate space needed for these. These are very, very high-end facilities. The creating infrastructure to house them itself is a big problem. Many of them cost 30 lakhs, 30 crores. And these facilities can be maintained, will be useful only if industry starts approaching us and using it. And we'll be very happy to work with you on using these facilities. So Dean R&D office does all the project administration, interaction with the industry. So we manage, we do all the IP management. We have a team that looks at MOUs, agreements, IP management, licensing. We also are involved currently in the research infrastructure management, all these central facilities. And we also look at dissemination of work that is being carried out at IIT Bombay. You can interact with us through two kinds of projects. They could be short-term consultancy projects, and which are probably 6 months to 1 year, or maybe sometimes 1.5 year duration project. Very, very focused. IP may not get generated through these projects. You want to solve some problem, a short horizon problem. This is a way to go is to start a consultancy project. R&D projects are typically Horizon 2, Horizon 3 problems, where you are looking for something that will probably be relevant in the market, say 3 years, 5 years down the line. And these are research-oriented projects. IP will be generated. We believe in joint sharing of IP, and Joyita here will help you to take IP agreements forward, and MOU team will help you to take the IP agreements forward. So we work with many industry partners, government agencies. Roughly at any given time, about 1,400 projects in variety of areas are running in the R&D office. There are many technologies that have societal impact that are come out or coming out. You have IBIS booklet with you, and then you can have. This is just 100 technologies. There are many more. Last year there was a national exhibition that started where we composed this. Those who participated, but this is not everything. This is just a glimpse of what we have. We have been filing IPs the IP filed and granted is growing steadily. In fact, this year's data is we got 465 patents granted. So suddenly there is a huge steep jump. So and last year we got this National IP Award. We have been licensing technologies developed to startups, to Indian industries, and to multinationals. As you might have seen that probably there was a lot of mention of multinational interaction with IIT Bombay. They have been successfully interacting with us. We want that interaction to happen with Indian industry and that to grow. So these are some of the technologies. Probably you learned about this CAR T cell technology. This is affordable cancer cure, blood cancer cure, developed in IIT Bombay and has hit the market. So phase 2 trials are successful. This was developed in collaboration with Tata Memorial Hospital. Journey of almost 10 years. A company called ImmunoAct has now commercialized it. There are multiple patients on board in Tata Cancer Hospital who have started taking this treatment. This treatment is available internationally, and we are able to give it almost 1/10 of the cost to the patient, which is remarkable. And this is a gene therapy. So these CAR T cells, these cells are removed from the patient and injected with a viral, some kind of a gene transformation, gene modification, and put back, So there has been 70% of successes in the cases when this phase 2 trial was done. There were 70% of the patients who were cured, and for the cases where they had given up. So it's actually remarkable. This was dedicated to nation by none other than the President of India last month. So We have developed multiple such technologies which are of societal relevance, and our licensing team will help you to identify a suitable technology. Other thing that we have done is something which is again quite different. We have looked at the entire space of translational research. I mean, we have transformed from an educational institute to a research institute, from a research institute to a translational research institute in the last 15, 20 years. So we have now a school of entrepreneurship where the students can actually learn how to be an entrepreneur through courses, but these courses are different. We have faculty who are experienced entrepreneurs themselves or industry people who have spent a lot of time in industry. They hold courses which are more interactive. These are concept-based class discussions, field assignments, projects, and so on. And there are many accomplished people who come and teach in SICT school. We are setting up what is called as a translational research center with alumni funding. So the idea here is that many of the ideas that come out of the research, they go up to TRL level 3 or 4, and then they typically enter a valley of death. So to avoid that and take them to the market, we are come up with this center where faculty, students, or industry, if they like some idea, they can support taking certain developed idea to the higher level, TRL level 7, 8, 9, through funding, through inputs from a variety of angles, not just a technical angle. So the idea is this is journey before you get into a startup, and this is not something which is just starting now. We already have verticals on translation research. For example, this is BETIC is a biomedical technology innovation center supported by Rajiv Gandhi Science and Technology Commission of Maharashtra government. And they have over the last 15 years, they have developed multiple devices. So they work with doctors, more than 100 doctors work in collaboration with BETIC. Multiple devices have been developed. There are 16 startups that have come out of in the last 15 years, and many products have been licensed. They have developed something or the other for every part of the body. And these are the companies' names which are written here, and these are the products that have been given to them for. So we are not just doing research on publishing just papers. Like Professor Ganesh said, that we are very, very closely working with industry, and also equally working on the front of theory and it's. So another example is this Tata Center for Technology Design, which is again working in multiple verticals. Again, they started about 15 years back with generous funding from Tata Trust, and they have developed multiple technologies. So they have prototyping labs. They have very different. They interacted very closely with a similar center Tata had set up in MIT, and many good products have come out of this. So all this is being put together now under umbrella of Translational Research Center, and ex-CEO of TCS is helping us, Mr. Rajesh Gopinathan. He's head of our Translational Research Center, and he's helping us to develop this ERC. We were very early in the game of entrepreneurship. We have set up this sign in 2000. In fact, even before that, the activity started in 1998. So by now we have graduated more than, this number is 230 deep tech companies, and only 48 of them have folded. So very, very healthy ratio. This is because the company is incubated in Sign. They receive mentoring from entire IIT ecosystem. Also, alumni who help in mentoring these companies. Current valuation of these companies, this number is dated, it's $3.5 billion. And for every rupee Sign has invested, these companies have generated 168 rupees. So these are some of the success stories from Sign. Gupshup is the first unicorn from Indian academia, or Idea Forge is a company in drones. And they were the first Indian or academic incubated company academia incubated company to go public. ImmunoAct, I already talked about. Atomberg is again a very success story. BLDC fans, I think now everyone knows about Atomberg. Sedemac, the controllers for motor communication, two-wheelers. So we have one more way to interact with IIT Bombay now is to be part of our research park. So we have set up this research park. I'll come back to this slide. I'll show you the picture here. So this building is ready. It will be operational in August. You can actually get a space here to set up your R&D center. The idea is that you can have a very, very close interaction with IIT Bombay research ecosystem, with students, with labs, and with facilities. And we hope that this exchange will actually have a multiplier effect in developing or taking R&D further. Some of the areas or domains of interest are listed here, but it's not limited to this. Building these bridges between industrial R&D and IIT R&D system is the main aim of this research park. This is the second of the kind. The first one is operational in IIT Madras. With this, you cannot just get a rental space here. You have to earn some iCoins by interacting with IIT Bombay. So it's not just a rental space. So it's a beautiful location next to the Vihar Lake. We hope that this will help us take the research in IIT to a next level. So there are many amenities here, and there are 14 floors and separation based on, I think the top floors are more for chemistry, chemical engineering, those kind of, and heavy industries, machine-based industries are down, and so on. And there are even things like a creche and so on. So many companies have signed up to be partners with us. Some of them 15 of them, I understand, are going to have their R&Ds housed here. And many of them are e-members of this research park. And we hope, I think as I talk, these numbers are growing. I think even the numbers I'm quoting are also probably dated. So we'll be very happy to interact with you. So you can write to us, to both of us, or you can visit our website, rnd@iitb.ac.in, and we can, guide you from there, connect you with the right faculty, and help you with doing product development, R&D with IIT Bombay. So thank you, and if you have any questions, I'll be